Creative, it's up there, but I've chosen 3 artists for this term. We've started with Peter Prendergast, hence Penrhyn Quarry. He's done some brilliant abstract stuff. Now he paints, we've done it in pastel because it's much easier to deal with. It's the wallpaper on the laptop, but it's usually a little when something happens to the screen. And it's his pastel drawing of Penrhyn Quarry. It's owned by the Tate in London, so I've told them that, and they're making their own copies. So I told them a little bit about the history of it. That's not a big, it doesn't come up the right way. And who he was, and that he taught in a local school. I tried to pick very local artists. He taught in Bethesda for a little bit. They've got an original, apparently, on the wall somewhere. And so we're making a copy of his. I've also found an artist called Kevin Burgess, who's based in Bethesda, who does really cool stuff with... he makes his own paper, and then he sews pictures of chapels on it and does layering of... It's really very groovy. I'm sure he doesn't make a living at it, he might do, I don't know. But it would be good for the children to do the lines and copying, and you know, we'll get the charcoal out instead and use some nice paper and look at the shapes that they can see and that kind of stuff, and it's very different. And then Janet Bell is an obvious, she's very local, does very local stuff. Don't tell her that I bought a big canvas. No, it's not, she sold it to Next, in the next sale for £6, a local picture. Don't tell her. And so I'll bring it in and the children can copy that. It's a lovely local white cottage scene. She uses very, very bright colours. We can have a bash at painting those because they're quite big on it. Their images are quite easy. And, so those are our 3 artists for this part term. They've also been doing really cool things like, please praise them for their dragons, and thank you for the tubes, anybody who brought them in. I gave them a pile of tubes and some sellotape and some string. I said, right, I need some Welsh dragons, get on with it. And they had to work out how to make them and how to stick bits together. And I said, oh, you know, either listen to somebody else or come and ask us if you want us to do anything tricky. And we've got about 4 finished now hanging on the strings that should come into clap. And they're completely their own work. They're all different. And it was a really good, creative kind of thinking, design, technology. And they're really into it. And one time, that's the first thing they said this morning, can we get those out again? Can we finish those? Can we not to finish those?